Hello, Mcpe64i here, and oh my god, we're already in the shader, so let's just jump straight into it, and I don't think anyone got that reference. If you are enjoying today's video, make sure you smash the like button. If you are new, subscribe, turn on notifications so you don't miss out on the best Minecraft Pocket Edition shaders, and a lot of other various content. So the first shader we are checking out is Kamii Shader. So it recently got updated to support iOS, so now I can actually do a video on it properly without any weird visual glitches. And it is an amazing shader. This is the high version. You can change to a low, medium, a very low version as well if you do lag. You can do that all within the game, which is very, very useful and very time consuming. As you can see, it has a lovely effect with the leaves. It has a nice breeze in the wind there. It also does have some pretty nice, massive sun. Oh, it is a very nice sun though. It has some amazing looking clouds. As you can see, they look pretty sick. Amazing thing about this shader is actually the water. So as you can see, on top of the water, it has the cloud reflections in a very lovely looking effect, so it does look very realistic on top, which is very nice. As you can see, a bit laggy there. Oh my. It also does have a pretty sick underwater effect. As you can see, I really do like it. We chuck out a sea lantern, as you can see. Oh, so you can see the sea lantern lighting up a bit there, and it also lights up underneath the water, which is very beautiful. Like that cloud reflection and that water effect on top of the water just looks absolutely amazing. You may lag, may have to use the lower versions, but it just looks absolutely amazing. So it also does have a decent fog effect. As you can see, it is a bit foggy in the distance to give it a bit more of a realistic look and tone to it, which is very cool. As you can see, in nighttime, it has a very lovely bright moon, which is very cool. It also still keeps the reflection on top of the water, but changes the color of it a bit. And if I do place a torch out, as you can see, it has a lovely effect with a nice orange tinge to it. It even has the reflection on top of the water there, which is very beautiful. Anyway, let's move on to the next shader and continue on with the rest of the video. So the next shader we are checking out is ESTN Shader. So it got fully released. The full version got released on Mcpe download. The full version of this shader got released, so you don't have to actually get it from his Discord anymore if you do want to use this version with the sunbeams effect. And I really do love ESTN because you can even change the settings in the code, which is amazing. There is a tutorial on the Mcpe DL website linked in the description if you do want to check it out. But as you can see, loading into it, it has those amazing default, but enhanced default looking clouds, which I really do enjoy. I also do want to apologize if I do skip over some features and just quickly go through the shaders, as I don't want to spend too long talking about every shader since we have so much to talk about. But anyway, looking at this one right here, we can see it's got the wavy effects with the tall grass and the leaves. Has a pretty decent water effect, as you can see. And if I go underneath the water, it does have that wavy effect underwater, which is very cool. So if I whip it out to nighttime, as you can see, it looks pretty cool. It also does have, oh my god, a fully golden skeleton just spawned in. My goodness. As you can see, it has some pretty nice lightings, but let's be real, the best part about this shader is the sunrise effect. Wait for it, where is the sun at? Oh, there it is. That's the moon actually. So as you can see, oh my god, look how amazing those sunbeams are. Like, that is absolutely amazing. I really do love this shader just for the sunbeam effect because it just looks so amazing. Like, look how realistic that is, and it just looks so beautiful. So I'm not going to spend much time talking about this shader because I literally covered it not too long ago in a different shader video. So the download links in the description. I will link all the download links in the description below. All the creator links are also in the description below. Some of the links actually take you to the creator's video, so the credits there, and they also got their own download links. Anyway, let's move on to the next shader. So the next shader we are checking out is EBPE version 7.0. I have covered a older version of this shader in the past, but it recently got updated and it's absolutely amazing. I will link their QQ group app in the description below, so if you do have QQ app, make sure you join their group for the latest updates and all the information on this shader. Whoa, let's go. Gotta go fast. Oh, we made a friend. As you can see, loading into it, it has a realistic look and effect and feel of it with all the color changes and whatnot. As you can see, it has the wavy effect with the leaves, which is very cool. Also with the tall grass, it breezes in the wind. And as, oh, look how sick that sun is. So it has an amazing sun effect, and it also has some pretty sick clouds. As you can see, the clouds are forming right in front of my eyes. Absolutely amazing. Definitely recommend checking it out. Going underneath the water, it has an amazing underwater effect, and on top of the water, you can see the wave briefly. It's not too realistic of a water, so you shouldn't lag much in this shader, which is very nice, but it still does look amazing. It has a very nice tone to it at nighttime, which is very cool. It has some amazing looking stars, which is nice. Also lights up like crazy. Look how sick that sun. Look how amazing that reflection. Look how nice at night. It also has some very nice lighting as well, which is always good to see in a shader. So the next shader we are checking out is RUSPE Shader. So this is a realistic shader, but it doesn't really have any lag, which is very nice. So it is a lower end shader, but it still looks absolutely amazing for the shader itself. So as you can see on my iPad, this shader, I don't know why, but it just lags on my iPad Air 3, but it works perfectly fine on my iPhone. So I'm going to switch over right now to my iPhone for some gameplay. So it has a nice realistic reflection on top of the water, the sun reflection. It looks very nice. It also has the wavy effect with the plants, the tall grass and whatnot. Has some pretty decent looking clouds. Nothing too ultra realistic, but they're still there, which is nice. It also has a nice realistic looking sun. And if I do go on the ground, so as you can see, it has this like bright reflection on the ground. So that is also very cool. So if you go over to like gold or like a different ore, you can see like reflecting on the ore there, which is very realistic and nice effect. You can also tell there is a bit of a texture change as well, which isn't too bad. It also does have some in-game like ambient sounds, which is very realistic. So it is a no lag kind of shader. So if you do want to check it out, I do recommend checking it out because he also recently updated it so you can change the settings in like the files. So if you want to go into the files and just change the code so you can actually turn on and turn off some features just in case you are lagging a little bit. Even in nighttime, you can see that reflection on the ore, which is very nice with that nice light effect. It also has some nice lighting effects with the torches and whatnot, which is very nice to see. So the next few shaders actually did not work on my iPad, but they did work perfectly fine on my iPhone, which is you'll see the gameplay in the background right now. So the first one is YSPE. So this shader got updated into version 1.10. I did cover this shader in the past, but it recently got updated and it's absolutely amazing. You will see the gameplay in the background. I'll just talk about it now. And anyway, it's just absolutely amazing. Has some realistic clouds and you can actually change and turn on, turn off a bunch of things in the code, in the settings, in the folder. I do recommend using Google Translate so you can actually see what you're actually changing, what effects you're turning on, what effects you're turning off. You can even change the cloud to a less realistic cloud so you don't lag. Anyway, so this shader is very lovely. It has an amazing water effect on top. Has some very beautiful colors as well, which is very cool. The skies turn green, which is absolutely amazing. And in the sky at nighttime, you will see comets frequently going through the sky, which is an amazing visual effect. I really do like that in the shader. I haven't seen really comets before in a shader. I think maybe TSPE had shooting stars, but not a comet in this kind of velocity of an effect, which looks absolutely amazing. I do recommend checking it out just for the nighttime effect because it's absolutely gorgeous. So the next one is LMPE version 6.5. So this is a very nice shader. Not too sure what happened to the sun. The sun is not very visible for me. I can't see it, but it does have some pretty cool looking clouds. It also does have a lovely water effect with the cloud reflection and even the sun reflection on top of the water, which is very realistic and very nice. Has a pretty cool underneath effect as well. As I said, this one did not work on my iPad. It worked perfectly fine on my iPhone. Slight lag because it is a ultra shader. So if you do want to check it out, in the links in the description. It also does have a pretty cool nighttime effect, and I do also believe this has a rain effect if I remember correctly. If not, I do apologize, but I think it does if I remember correctly. Anyway, and the next shader we have, which does not work on my iPad, but it does also work on Windows 10. So this is iOS, Android, and Windows 10. So this is RWSPE Shader no lag. So this is a no lag version shader. So if you don't want to have a lot of lag in the other shaders, then I recommend checking out this one because this one is absolutely gorgeous as well. It has an amazing color tone to it, so it changes the world. So it looks very realistic, and it also adds those really lovely thick clouds. Like look how sick those clouds are. They're really thick and they look absolutely amazing. Definitely recommend checking it out just to have a gaze at those clouds for yourself because they're absolutely amazing. As I said, works on Windows 10. Since it is a no lag shader, you can tell the visuals aren't like ultra realistic, but they're still really realistic and really great to use in your device. So the next couple of shaders do work on Windows 10. So this one is the Super Duper Cloud. So this only works on Windows 10. You cannot get this on iOS or Android because of the coding. Anyway, so it's a very simple shader. All it does is make the clouds look like super duper clouds. If you remember the Super Duper graphics pack, which we were promised by Mojang, which never came and got cancelled, massive F in the chat right there. But this makes the actual clouds for Windows 10 look like that, so that's a very cool visual effect if you do want to download it just for the clouds. And the lucky last shader, which I did cover in the past, but I forgot to say it works on Windows 10, that's why I'm throwing it in this video, is ESBE 2G version 5. So this got updated recently. I will link my full video in the description so you can check it out. That's why I'm briefly mentioning it in the video so you can have a gaze at it if you did happen to miss my video on it. But that is it for the video. I hope you did enjoy. Hope you're all having a wonderful day. All the download links, all the creator links in the description below. A couple of the links actually take you to the creator's videos because the creator has their own download links in their description. So they may have a few ads, unfortunately, but the creator's just trying to make a bit of money off their creations, which is very acceptable because let's be real, they worked very hard on their shaders. So you may have to skip through the ads on their links, but they're pretty straightforward to go through. So hopefully you don't have any trouble with it. But that is it. Thank you so much for watching. I'll see you in the next video and peace.